Before we speak, let's start with the prayer. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachati Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam, pangum langhayate girim, yatkripātamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam, Paramananda Madhavam, Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram, Hare Om Tat Sat. So my dear friends, today we are going to discuss about why miseries capture us by our neck. What makes us get caught in misery? Where exactly we are wrong? As per Bhagavad Gita and as per Srimad Bhagavatam, where exactly we are wrong? So now this question again was asked by Devahuti. Devahuti is telling to her son Kapila Muni, who is Supreme Lord himself, she is telling that, we want to be out of material modes, but somehow we are so attached. So we feeling so attached. So how to not be influenced by three modes of nature? Means she's saying that when we are very attached to our family or our situations, we want it in this way only, we want it that way only. When we are very particularly wanting things to happen in one way, then modes will help us. Three modes, sattoguna, rajoguna, tamoguna. Three modes will help us to act in a way that we want to act, and we get bound by karmas and we will suffer. So how? See, why do we want to make some plan? We are making plan every day. Every single person, every single human being makes his plan. I think even a baby makes plan to drink milk, and if it does not get milk, it starts crying. Baby wants to get relieved from stomach pain, and when nobody helps it, it starts crying. So it is in misery. So when we make plans for happiness, then misery begins. In the sense, we may want to explain something to someone, but if that someone, that's our desire to make things clear from our side. But if that someone is not willing to listen only, and they say, enough, what is this? Don't talk so much. If they say like that, then what happens? If we have a strong desire to explain something and they're not willing to listen, we feel so much misery. So how do we do that? We feel so much misery when our plans are not fulfilled. We make plans for our happiness, for our satisfaction. And when our plans don't work, then we are in misery. So that's why the title of today's topic is When Man Plans for Happiness, Misery Begins. And it's not my title. It is my guru's title. His whole name is Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He is Bhakti Vinod Thakur ji. He has told that that when man plans for happiness, misery begins. And who is he? He is the father of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj. Who is Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj? He is our Prabhupada's spiritual master. So Prabhupada's spiritual master's father. But Prabhupada's spiritual master's father is Prabhupada's spiritual master's guru's guru. You got it? That is Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And he said, when man plans for happiness, misery begins. So now, where is this topic discussed? In Srimad Bhagavatam, it's discussed in Canto 3, Chapter 27, verse number, I think 2 onwards. Let me check the verse, 1 minute. It is, yes, it is 3 onwards. It says that 3, 4 onwards, up to, up to verse number 20. 1. I have picked up my points from verse number 3, 4, and in between some verses up to 21st verse. 21st verse is giving the answer, though Prabhupada keeps giving his answers. So I'll read this out to you. It's very nice actually. It's very useful for everyone. It was, I explained this to my daughter and she was very happy. She felt, now she said that when I read Bhagavatam, my miseries used to go. But now when you said like this, now when I see the situation through the eyes of Srimad Bhagavatam teachings, she said that now I am not even getting into the misery. Once we get into the misery, then we need Bhagavatam to come out. But we don't even get into the misery. Life has become more easy with these points. She told me that now I wish to say Hare Krishna to ABSDFG after a long time. Abhishek Agarwal ji, I think this is again a familiar person. Gopal Singh ji, he's coming. गोपाल सिंह जी हिंदी का सेशन तो ये सेशन के बाद होगा, ठीक है. मनोज वाधवानी जी हरे कृष्णा. सुनील प्रसाद जी, दिवाकर घोषाल जी हरे कृष्णा, राधे राधे. प्रिया रंगनाथन जी हरे कृष्णा. ललित मोहन भट्ट जी हरे कृष्णा. Nice to see you all, my dear friends, and nice to see my viewers on YouTube also. Unless you type a message, I won't know who's on YouTube. So it's okay. So now I will tell you where exactly we get caught in misery without our knowledge, how we get so easily hurt. You know where? See, the point is Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 27, text number 3, purport explains this point. So it says that a conditioned soul under the spell of material nature cannot understand that any action he performs for sense gratification is faulty, that only his activities in devotional service to the Lord can give him release from the reaction of faulty activities. And Prabhupada also explains that here the word karma doshaihi means by faulty actions. This refers to any activity, good or bad, performed in this material world. They are all contaminated, faulty actions because of material association. The foolish conditioned soul may think he is offering charity by opening hospitals for material benefit, by opening educational institutions for material education. But he does not know that all such work is also faulty because it will not give him relief from the process of transmigration from one body to another. It is clearly stated here, Sadasan Mishra Yonishu means that one may take birth in a very high family or he may take birth in higher planets among the demigods for his so-called pious activities in the material world. But this work is also faulty because it does not give liberation. See what is Prabhupada saying? Sometimes what we do, we think, okay, I will not live for myself. I will use my money to build hospital and I'll give free service to people. So we think it's a great activity, but that activity will give you so much punya karma. Punya karma will help you to get a seat in heaven. And there when you see Ramba Menaka dance and our time finishes, we have to again come back to earth. Bhagavad Gita says that Kshine Punye Martyalokam Vishanti. You can check in Google, I don't remember the verse number. Kshine Punye Martyalokam Vishanti means when your punya will finish, with punya we go to heaven. By opening hospitals, by opening education institutes, we get punya only. We don't get bhakti. You know, with bhakti we can go to Krishna's abode. With punya we can go to only see Ramba Menaka dance, nothing else. But if you will earn enough of bhakti sukriti, means if you do the same service of offering your money to open Krishna Bhakti temples where Krishna Bhakti is spreading nicely, wherever anybody is opening temples just to speak Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, our ISKCON temples are doing it very well. In any ISKCON temple, on Sunday, there will be, if it is Sunday holiday, like on the weekends, there will be Bhagavatam class, there will be free prasadam. So in such temples, if you give your money and allow so much of prasadam to get distributed or allow so many books to get distributed, Bhagavatam sets to be distributed, if you do that, then what will happen when people will read these books? Then their heart transforms. The minute their heart transforms, your bank balance of bhakti increases. When your bhakti cash increases, then bhakti cash allows you to attract Krishna's mercy and it takes you to Krishna's abode. But if you will do things to just help people's body, hospitals is for what? It is for getting bhakti or it is for getting simply Shakti in the body. It's only for Shakti in the body, it's for health. Okay, health of what? It's not soul's health, it's the body's health. You're opening education institute. It is giving what actually? It's giving person knowledge. For intelligence, he gives some knowledge, that too for what? To earn money. Money for what? To eat food, for maintaining the body. Again, education is also for maintaining the body. Hospital also for maintaining the body. But if you give money for selling, distributing free Bhagavatam books or distributing Bhagavad Gita books, then what will happen, my dear friends? Then so many people who read the books, their hearts will change. When their hearts will change, what will happen? You will get bhakti in your account. When you get more bhakti, then Krishna will show you mercy and help you to follow what we are sharing from Bhagavatam. You will be able to follow these instructions. Okay, but you may not have money. If you have money, you can do that. If you don't have so much money to give, then what do we do? Then what you should do is written here. That is, you should, one has to, that is Canto 3, chapter 27, verse number 21 says that one can be liberated from all adverse circumstances simply by seriously engaging in devotional service. If you simply do devotional service to Krishna, how this devotional service develops and becomes matured is explained here. In the beginning, one has to perform his prescribed duties with the clean mind. What is this clean mind? Clean consciousness means Krishna consciousness. Means clean consciousness means you should not think I want to do this. This is what sorry. Actually, I'm charging. That's why. How much charge is done now? It's still 11%, so I need to charge. Okay, so you see, actually, you know what? Actually, the Canto 3:27 here. Yes, ABSDFG has given the 9.21 as the reference. Thank you so much, ABSDFG. Thank you so much. Ashok Murarka ji, Sadhar Pranam aapko bhi. So, Ankit Sharma ji, Hare Krishna. So, you see, now Basavaraju ji, you're becoming regular. Nice to see you. Okay, now see, here you saw in Canto 3, chapter 27, text 3, what it said. Conditioned soul under the spell of material nature cannot understand. So where is it under the spell of material nature? That's also explained here, that when you actually desire to do anything, when you actually desire to do anything, any planning for the day, like today morning we will think what all I should do today, correct? No, we will plan. Why do we plan? For our, it gives us satisfaction. If I finish this much, I will be happy. If I do all this work, I will be happy. Correct? No. That is you're making plans. Whatever planning you are doing, you're making plans that will give you some amount of stress. While doing, I have to finish, time is running, some stress. And it will also, wherever it's something goes wrong, you will be in misery. Okay? So when man plans for happiness, misery begins with when you make a plan to do any single activity, even to go from here to there, there will be some stress. But how to come out of this stress? If you think that I am not what I see, I am not this face, I am not this body, I am Krishna's tiny part and parcel. My business is to serve Krishna. So Krishna given, this is Canto 3, chapter 27, text number 3 that I am speaking. Okay, text number 3, text number 4 onwards, all the verses up to text 21, because text up to 21 I went through and I am picking up points from Prabhupada purport from here and there, and I am giving you a complete structured understanding of where exactly misery catches you and how exactly you should escape from misery. So where exactly misery catches you is the minute you make a plan, a daily timetable, when you make, I want to do this, there will be some stress, and when you don't finish, there will be distress, not de-stress. If you want to be de-stressed, if you want to come out of stress, then what you have to do, you have to think, I am not what I see in the mirror. I am Krishna's tiny part and parcel. So, thank you. So, what we should do is that we should think as Krishna's part and parcel. What if I do, Krishna will be happy? First question, ask yourself, what if I do today, Krishna will be happy? Pray to Krishna and say, Krishna, help me to make a timetable which will make you happy. What you should say? Krishna, please help me to make a timetable which will make you happy. So, with a prayerful mood, you make a timetable. As soon as I wake up, I have to take a bath, I have to brush my teeth, take a bath, and then I have to start, even I have to clean the house, or I have to cook for the Lord. Okay, if you want to clean up the house early morning, you want to get up, clean, and then take a bath, that's also all right. Brush, clean up the house, take a bath, all right. Or what I do sometimes, I brush, I take a bath, and then I start my work, and then in between I go and clean up the house. Anyhow, anything is all right. Okay. But in the morning before cooking, taking a bath is a must. Means brushing and bath should be first thing to happen before we start cooking for the Lord. Cooking also should be happen for the Lord. When we cook for the Lord, if something goes wrong also, we will not feel so much stress. We will feel, okay, what was the mistake? Next time I will improve myself. I did it for Krishna's pleasure, sincerely. So Krishna may be happy, and Krishna actually will be happy, my dear friends. Krishna, whenever you do little thing to please Krishna, Krishna becomes so happy. So you plan every activity to please Krishna. So you don't plan for your happiness, you plan Krishna for your happiness, what I have to do today. So even devotees will plan, even happy devotees will plan, even the miserable materialists will plan. Miserable materialists plan for their happiness. But happy devotees plan for Krishna's happiness. Planning both will do, timetable both will have, organized both are organized. But the difference is, for devotees, Krishna personally, because devotees want to please Krishna, Krishna helps the devotees to please him in the smartest way, in the most fastest way, in the most nicest way. Like for example, see, I wanted on Fridays, we have decided to avoid buying any Maida related sweets or fried sweets from the ISKCON temple when we go to temple. To avoid that, I thought if we should not be tempted. If we tempt, then we will spoil Krishna given body, then we cannot serve Krishna given body. So we will not buy Maida related sweets, and we should not get tempted. That's why on every Friday, I told my daughter, we will make some sweet and we'll make some snack, savory, which will last for the whole week. So when we do like that, then we will know we have enough things. So we will not feel tempted to even look at the prasadam sweets made of maida or made of deep fried stuff or whatever. Then we will not buy. Like this, I told my daughter, and we started from last Friday. We started this Friday night. It got late, so today morning we finished the work. But what was the trick we did? See, we thought of making chikki. Chikki means your groundnut and jaggery are heated nicely, and it's made into a barfi, and you cut it into pieces. Correct? No. What will people do? They'll chop some jaggery, and they will put water, and they will heat it, and when it becomes string consistency, they put the roasted crushed groundnuts into it, and they heat it. But what we did to save time, Bhakti told, Amma, I have noticed that in the jaggery, we are buying organic jaggery, poison free jaggery. So in the jaggery, sometimes there will be dead ants. So we have to clean it nicely. We have to scrape it into powder and then check and do. I thought that is too much time consuming. So what do? So we just dropped the jaggery into the water. See how Krishna gave idea. We don't want to eat meat even in the form of dead ant accidentally. So what is our plan? We soaked the jaggery cut pieces in the water. And jaggery, my daughter has already cut and put in such big cubes. Okay, even in the cubes, she said we have to see inside if something is there. So we dropped it in the water. And at night we put it, because yesterday night, Friday, we were supposed to do. I couldn't do. I got late. So we soaked it, and today morning it's nicely melted and there are no ants. Now the melted water, it was easy to heat. I told Bhakti. Bhakti said, today I am giving you an off, Amma. Today you take leave. You do Bhagavatam. I will do the cooking. I said, okay. And what I told her, but you make the job easy. By the time the sweet gets ready, you should finish all other cooking. How? Just keep the jaggery water after sieving for heating. Okay. And then here you keep the rice for whistling. And yesterday's extra remained dal is there. You convert into rasam. And then even before you heat the jaggery, I told you roast some nuts and keep for savory purpose. This time we are just roasting nuts. It's going to be a healthy munching snack. roasted nuts are very tasty when it is sprinkled on any salad also. So we'll collect roasted nuts for the whole week. We will roast and keep in one bottle. So like that, I told first you roast the nuts, and that will take very little time because it is what is that, pumpkin seeds, roasted. And after that, I told you keep in the same kadai, you keep the jaggery for heating and keep the rice and convert the dal into rasam. And by the time that is done, this jaggery will become the perfect one string consistency. At that time, you put the roasted nuts, but roasted nuts are not crushed. So in the meantime, you do the crushing of the nuts. And even crushing, I told her an idea. We have brought that grinding stone. So what we did, that Krishna given intelligence. You see, we kept the grinding stone at the bottom, the base at the bottom. On top of that, we have roasted nuts, in the iron kadai. We kept the iron kadai on top of that, and in the rotating stone, we rotated like this, with bores, because it's a kadai. It will not fall out. In the stone, we just rotate like this in the kadai. What happens? All these roasted nuts crush in 2 to 3 minutes. That's all. Why put it in the mixie and make it that way? Make it in our authentic way, in the real way. So we did it. See, this Krishna given intelligence. See, nobody says that you can keep a kadai on top of the grinding stone. Nobody says. But Krishna gives such ideas, and it worked so well. Because if you're putting it in the bottom stone, it has a hole like this. You have to put it, and then you have to put the stone, and you have to grind, and when it comes out, you have to keep pushing in one hand you push in one hand you grind. Here it's not like that. On the kadai you put, and simply with both the hands you just go on rotating this way, that way, push it, do this way, that way, it is done. No cleaning the stone, because the cleaning of the hole in the stone is so difficult. You have to pour water, you have to wash it, and then you have to take the coconut shell and remove the water and throw it. It's a tedious task. But you see how time is saved. What I'm saying is, when you plan for Krishna's happiness, when you decide, Krishna, I want to save time in cooking, I want to save time in cleaning, and I want to save time for reading Bhagavatam and then give a class on Facebook also. When you make plans like that, then you know what happens? Krishna gives you brilliant ideas that makes you happy. So when you plan for Krishna's happiness, you become happy, because Krishna personally guides you to do it in very interesting comical ways. Some Rekha Thakur ji is asking me a question, I think. Rekha Mataji, आपको पसंद मेरा नाम? जी हाँ, नाम ठाकुर, और मैं आपको बहुत मिस कर रही हूँ, बताइए। रेखा ठाकुर जी, आप मिस नहीं करेंगे जहाँ तक आप भागवतम को सुनेंगे और कृष्णा से जुड़ जाएंगे, आप हमें मिस नहीं करेंगे। और हमारा हिंदी सेशन इंग्लिश सेशन के बाद होगा, ठीक है? अगर आपको इंग्लिश समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो आप ये सेशन के बाद आप जुड़ जाइए हिंदी का सेशन में। सो यू सी, व्हेन वी स्टार्ट डूइंग थिंग्स, कीवा ठाकुर, कीवा, आपको यस, आपको पसंद मेरा नाम ठाकुर, और मैं आपको बहुत मिस। Oh, Kiva! Kiva is a cute little girl who speaks Hindi. Aishwarya Thakur's cousin, actually. She's such a pretty, adorable, smart girl. So, yes, Kiva, I also. Kiva, मैं भी आपको मिस कर रही हूँ। मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा था आपसे मिलके, ठीक है? So, my charge is going, my God. Every phone is charge is going. Okay, I have to end the session. That means, okay, my God, time is also running. Okay, so you got it now. When we start planning to please Krishna, Krishna gives us ideas to save our cooking time, to cook in very unique ways. See, we didn't take the pain to, grate the jaggery, check the jaggery, lose time. We soaked it in water. Next morning, it's melted nicely. Some pieces were there that Bhakti pressed and she crushed and she couldn't find anything. And then she heated it. So by the time rice rasam was done, and yesterday's sabzis were there to eat, so this chikki was done, and roasted nuts were done, and she took out little rice, put some milk and heated it, and old condensed milk remaining was there, that also she added, and so it was all done. We had a nice feast. in the shortest time. So it was like for Chikki, we didn't have to spend any time. So what you understand is, my dear friends, when you start planning your schedule to please Krishna, so that you save time for reading Krishna's Bhagavatam and to think about Krishna's Bhagavatam and to speak about Krishna's Bhagavatam, Krishna personally assists you and guides you to save your time. So you are doing it to please Krishna, but Krishna is pleasing us. We become happy. So if you want to be happy, don't try to make plans to make yourself happy, but understand you are not you. You are Krishna's part. So just focus on pleasing Krishna. Beg Krishna, like, what I have to do next today. If I have to complete this much work given by my boss, tell me how I should plan in a way that I do it fast, nicely, and I do it in a way I please your given boss, and I save my time to read your Bhagavatam, to spend time with you. Ask like that and you do like that, and then you will be very happy. That's all. Shri Ram Kashyap ji, nice to see you. So Keevan Thakur ji, आप मेरा हिंदी सेशन में आइएगा अभी, ठीक है? हरे कृष्णा.